Hi, my name is Jennifer Grier. I'm a visiting assistant professor of biology at Linfield College. And I got really interested in immunology because I started out interested in viruses first. But then I found as I studied the virus, it was really important to know how the cell was responding. And so I sort of ended up at this really cool intersection between viruses and the host response. There's a lot that I really hope to get out of this conference. I'm hoping to get kind of a snapshot of how the field is going, where it's moving, because coming from an undergraduate facility, sometimes it's a little hard to lose, or you lose track a little bit for what's new, what's coming out. And so this is my chance to see what everybody's doing and what they're getting involved with. And it's also a chance for me to meet people that I may not have come in contact with at my home institution. So I'm really hoping to meet some new collaborators, build my network, and just stay in touch with the field. My favorite presentations were the immunology education session that I went to yesterday. It was, as an educator, it was fantastic to get all these ideas about how to incorporate social media into my classrooms, how to incorporate science writing, because as scientists, we tend to focus on the science, but it's really important to communicate that science. And so incorporating science writing into a classroom is something that is super, super important and just isn't done quite as much as it should. So I'm excited to try out those new techniques. The biggest influence for me in deciding to pursue immunology would be Dr. Jordan Orange. He was my graduate advisor that helped me with my graduate career. And he was just such an amazing person who, he's an MD Ph.D, so he works with patients, and he really helped me sort of see how important it is to tie immunology to therapeutic strategies so that you can help people, that you can actually meet a patient and say, I'm going to work for you. I'm going to do something that benefits you. And he really showed me that side of immunology and of basic science research. So he has just been a really huge inspiration to my career. I would have to say my biggest motivation right now is just getting more people interested in science and science research. Since I'm at an undergraduate institution, my biggest motivation is to get undergrads involved. I want to get young people excited. I want to get people interested. And so I'm actually the recipient of one of the undergraduate faculty travel grants. And so I was actually able to bring an undergrad to this meeting, which never would have happened without that grant. And so it's really like exciting to see her response to this and to show that people need exposure. And so that's my driving factor, is expose people to immunology, to science, to careers, and hopefully that'll keep the field going for years. My advice to young women that are considering science is it's a hard field, and you have to believe in yourself. First and foremost, you are your biggest cheerleader. And so you have to look, when sometimes the world is against you, you have to look inward and say, you know what, I know you can do this. And I think a lot of women are very self-motivated, and so to hear that from other people at this conference, and even with myself, it's really cool to see what women are doing, what they're pushing forward, and they're being leaders in the field, and I think that's amazing to see.